What is up, y'all? Goofy Rexy here, and hope everybody is doing well. And welcome, guys, to the weekly headliner update, week number 57. Now, if you're new to the weekly headliner, this is where we discuss what is upcoming this week in Marvel Strike Force, and then we recap the important topics from the previous week as well. Now, we got a lot of stuff to talk about here this week. We're obviously expecting a patch either on Tuesday or on Wednesday of this week. We know already that there's some characters that have been revealed. We still got 2 more characters that are left so far. So we're going to speculate on who those 2 remaining characters are. And in regards to Kate and Bishop coming to the Young Avengers team, there are some other characters that are getting some reworks here. And it looks like maybe America Chavez might be the most OP character on that team. We're going to talk about that here in this video. We also had the end of the Chavez Blitz. Did you hit the numbers that you wanted to hit? We're going to talk about what the actual numbers look like here and where you probably need to get to as you prepare for the Chavez Blitz on Thursday. And question, are DeathPool and Kestrel going to become potentially farmable in Marvel Strike Force? We're going to talk about that, guys, and so much more on the weekly headliner update. And we're going to start right now. All right, y'all, welcome back. And listen, we got a lot of stuff to talk about here on the weekly headliner update. The first thing is going to be patch stuff right here. So we're expecting the patch this week, probably on Tuesday, tomorrow, or on Wednesday of this week here. So we know 2 characters are confirmed so far, right? We got Echo here, which we got the blog post 2 weeks ago for, and then we got Kate Bishop, which we got the blog post for on this past Friday. So I was originally excited to hear that Young Avengers are getting a rework. Found out they were going to be a war defense team, and then kind of lost my zeal, my passion for the team. Now I'm probably still going to build them up because they are Young Avengers, and you guys know I like to work on passion projects. But yeah, disappointed they're going to be a war defense team mainly. Now with Kate Bishop, though, they have gone and made some effort to make sure that she's at least going to be usable somewhere else by giving her the tech tag. I'm gonna keep it real with you though. They kind of stretching on this one, didn't they? Kate Bishop, a tech character? How? I guess her arrows are tech. Like I don't know. I guess her arrows are tech. That's probably the way that they're gonna do it here. But there are some things in her kit that will definitely be useful. So the basic, of course, being able to clear 2 random positive effects, and then you also have her special ability where she's gonna be able to flip 3 positive effects on each target into negative effects as well. So there is some stuff that you can use her for. I don't think that she's going to be sort of like a mainstay character. I can definitely see probably where she's most likely going to be like a plug and play into like some of the nodes. I think probably where you're going to get the most usage out of her is going to be in that last node if you're probably using like Lady Deathstrike with a big Lady Deathstrike and her with the big 3, using Lady Deathstrike to slow down and control Doom, and then probably using Kate Bishop to clear some positive effects, maybe off Miss Marvel if she throws a taunt up or something like that in that tech boss node. That's probably where I think Kate Bishop probably might be the most useful in my opinion, but we're gonna have to see how that pans out here. Now, there are some other characters getting a rework, but the most noticeable rework on this team is going to be America Chavez. And the reason why is because of this new passive ability that she has that just screams OP-ness. That sounded wrong, but it just way too OP in my opinion. On war defense, on spawn, she's filling speed bar by 25% for adjacent allies. That's not just Young Avenger adjacent allies, that's all adjacent allies. So if you're thinking about the speed meta that is Marvel Strike Force right now with Cersei and Icarus and Cable and Loki and Emma, right? You add in now America Chavez, you take out one of those characters, she's filling their speed bar by 25%. If you put them in between Cersei and Icarus, this just looks buku crazy. Now we've asked the devs questions on this, whether or not America Chavez this was intended, or if they missed Young Avenger adjacent allies. Like right here, if there should have been like an insert of Young Avenger adjacent allies. As of right now, we've gotten no answer on that at the moment. But either way, like I said, it kind of looks bananas. Now you can look at this 2 ways. This, if it's adjacent allies, it kind of allows a little bit for some theory crafting, right? If you want to be able to plug and play America Chavez, maybe you don't want to invest into the new characters, Echo and Kate Bishop, or maybe you don't want to invest into the older characters, Miss Marvel and Squirrel Girl. And it kind of gives you an opportunity that you have available to you for you to then probably not work on those characters and just work on America Chavez, or minimally work on America Chavez just so you can get that initial speed bar fill if you just want to bring her up to an adequate usable level so that she can survive to speed them up. Then that's probably one of the things that you can do. Actually, it doesn't even matter for her if she survives. She's doing it on spawn. It doesn't matter. So maybe that's it creates that theory crafting, but it looks a little dangerous right now just because of where the speed meta is. That's kind of the reason why I'm like, man, maybe she's a little too OP. It's kind of what they're doing right now. Now, the first character that we are expecting to be released for the Young Avengers is going to be Echo. So Echo, we're expecting that her offer is actually gonna go out on February 1st. They mentioned it down here that she is going to be featured in the Red Stars start date of February 1st. Date and time subject to change with the version 5.10 release, which means that it could be Wednesday, it could be delayed a little bit depending on what happens. But of course, I'm not liking the Red Star featuring thing. Currently right now, the Ravagers are currently boosted in the Red Star orbs. And then on top of that as well, we had previously before Web Warrior characters that were boosted in Red Star orbs. So I feel like it's been like a month and a half now that we have not been able to open up our Red Star orbs to get those boosted dark promo credit drops, right? So that kind of feels bad. I would like to see them change that a little bit, or be a little bit more timely to give players an opportunity or at least give us a day. Like, give us a day, dude. Like, N1 and then give us a day so that we can then open up our Red Star orbs so that we can get those dark promo credits. Because right now you're giving us this feature, but you're not giving us the opportunity to use this feature. So in my opinion, that just kind of feels kind of bad. But she's gonna be an event store character. If you haven't seen so already, her event is gonna be called the Mirror Image event. This event's so event store, imprint currency, and event store. We have the Fighting Spirit milestone, which is going to be a 3-day milestone that repeats 5 days during the event. So this is going to be a Blitz milestone event. This one here is 15-day milestone where you can do your daily objectives, I believe, right? Is that what it is? Rank up points toward a 15-day milestone by spending campaign energy, ISO campaign energy. That's how you're going to be able to do that. And then you have your rank leaderboard options. I may have skipped one somewhere, but either way, the information is there. Take a look at it, see what you need to do to prepare for it. I am assuming that this event most likely is going to start on Friday. Is what I'm assuming here. She's going to get release offers, Red Star boosted, and then probably we're going to get that event on Friday because there's nothing slotted for Friday other than some flash events right now. So that's probably going to be the first event, or worst case scenario, probably next week or so if they choose to give us some time off from an event there. But there are some other characters that we are expecting to come along with this patch also, right? And we don't know exactly who those characters are as of yet, but we are expecting that based on this background silhouette, players are predicting that this is going to be Brother Voodoo because of that red background there. And then some players are also predicting that this is going to be Morbius. Now, I'll be honest with you. I don't really know much about Brother Voodoo. I had to look him up on Marvel Fandom really quickly, right? And when I looked him up, so his name is actually Dr. Voodoo, it looks like, not Brother Voodoo, or maybe they call him Brother Voodoo, but here in Marvel Fandom, they have him as Dr. Voodoo. And I looked at some of the affiliations in terms of teams, and Midnight Suns was actually a team that he was on. So we know other characters are on Midnight Suns, right? We know Hellstrom, we know Ghost Rider, we know Doctor Strange is a part of it. And of course, we also know that Morbius was also one of the leaders of Midnight Suns as well. I think so, right? Oh, double checking just to make sure. Yeah, it looks like Morbius was one of the leaders of Midnight Suns as well. So there could definitely be some credence to this, right? Like Morbius is here. This is going to be Brother Voodoo, Dr. Voodoo. And then maybe they're going to be bringing in a Midnight Suns team that would include, so Elsa's here, other members, Ghost Rider's there. Maybe they might be reworking Doctor Strange because we know that Doctor Strange, that they're bringing in a What If Doctor Strange. So maybe they're going to rework the original Doctor Strange that we have in the game here and have him be a part of that team. Doesn't look like we're going to be getting Blade though. I don't see that. He would be a new character coming to the game. So it could be that we're getting Dr. Voodoo. We could be getting Morbius, Elsa Bloodstone, Ghost Rider, and maybe Doctor Strange as a rework here to be a part of the Midnight Suns team. We're gonna have to see exactly how that works out. So we'll see what that looks like here over the next couple of days in regards to that patch. But there's some other things I would like to see that would be involved in this patch. Some quality of life improvements right now. One of the biggest frustrations for me in this game right now when it comes to my ISO orbs. I typically let these pile up quite a bit because having to go into an orb and then having to pop them one at a time, kind of annoying to me, right? So I would like to see them make some changes here where I can go in and open up multiple of these orbs at once. That would be one of the changes I would definitely like to see. I would like to see some more changes to teal gear. I think it's been a couple, it's been a little while now. We got some players who have already started Dark Dimension 5. There's only been 25 the last time I checked that have completed Dark Dimension 5. So I would like to see them make some changes to giving some additional teal gear, maybe giving us the teal gear war orb. We already saw the Armory 16s, which are trash because you only get 2 pillars, of left pillar and then also the center pillar. So I would like to see them give us some more teal gear here. That would actually be one of the things I would like to see them add in the game. And then also something to address G14s. Right now, end game content, it's either G14 or bust. If you're in war, if you're doing raids, it's either G14 or bust. It doesn't matter what game mode it is. The G15, if you're in arena, that's really kind of where the end game is right now. So I would like to see them make some changes to addressing G14s because there's not enough of them right now. I find that I've actually been popping my War Store orbs. I used to have like over 100K of these. I've been popping these a lot more recently just so I can get some more G14s because I've been popping the orange gear war orb 1, and I'm kind of trying to make sure I stay above 80K just in case they open up and bring the teal gear war orb into the store. So I'm not like left with my Schminger in my hand just wondering what the hell is going to happen, right? I'm pretty much basically just keeping at least a decent currency so I can go ahead and pop some teal gear war orb. So I'm hoping that they're going to make some changes to that soon. That will definitely be one of the quality of life, or not quality of life, but one of the things I would like to see them address here, because whenever you go to these higher raids, they just eliminate the amount of rewards that you're getting from previous raids. I don't like that. They should continue those rewards and then add the newer rewards. I don't understand why they just completely cut off a certain reward. All right. Next thing I want to talk about here was T'Challa. So we had T'Challa's Blitz over this past weekend, and numbers weren't as crazy as probably what we saw with Ghost Spider, but they were still pretty high. So if you're looking at the top one ranker right now in the leaderboards, the top guy got 90 million. As you can see, I only did 22 million. I did like 3 or 4 rotations a day. I wasn't going much harder than that, man. Actually, it might have been like 3 rotations a day is what I did. I just couldn't go any further than that, but looks like the top 100 cutoff was about 70 million. I don't know exactly what the top 1% was or top 2 to 3%, but I know that I was able to get 4 to 10% by getting 22 million based on the Blitz prediction numbers. Let's see what those said. So the Blitz prediction numbers had that you were expected to get 20.5 for 4 to 10, and then 38.8 at a minimum to get 2 to 3. So curious to see where did you land for your numbers? Was it higher than 54.1? 54.1 seemed kind of high. I think the last 2 times it was 52.7 and then 53 million. So I don't know if it's going to be 54 million this time. Just curious to see where you guys were able to land for numbers, and who landed the top 1%. What were your numbers? I'm just curious to see what those are again. Now we do have his Blitz that's rolling back around here on Thursday. So definitely an expectation that those numbers are probably also going to be still a little high. Looks like that top 1 to 100 is pretty close to being about 68 to about 70 million of a cutoff there. So it looks like that's probably going to be consistent. I'm just curious to see what the other numbers are going to be moving forward. But this is kind of what things look like right now. So prepare yourself, set your timers, be ready to go ahead and go hard on blitzing again. Now, and speaking of character shards here, one of the things that did change over this past weekend was that we did get those new alpha raid orbs, right? So that was mentioned that we're going to be getting those over this next couple, getting some changes there. And I actually like it. So if in the alpha raid orbs, they changed it up, so now you're able to get some better shards from this. So they added AV, they added some of the characters, Misty Knight, they added Squirrel Girl here. But obviously the 2 most noticeable characters are Cloak and then of course Dagger. And yeah, I've actually been benefiting from this quite a bit. I was able to get my Cloak to 5 stars. Took a little while. Wasn't sure I was going to be able to get those shards, but I was able to finally get those 5 shards, those additional shards that I needed for him to get him to 5 stars. So happy that they actually included these orbs. It was kind of timely for me. Next, I'll probably be looking to bring him up to 5 reds, because I think once we start doing those higher raids, those higher Doom raids, I'm probably going to need those extra red stars on him moving forward. So like this change, curious to see what the beta ones are going to look like whenever those get launched into the game. But yeah, I do like these orbs so far. Now, there is another new warrior character that we're kind of speculating on a little bit right now. Now, the reason why I thought about this, I'm wondering whether or not DeathPool and Kestrel are going to be fountainable soon. And I saw a Reddit post about this, and the Reddit post said DeathPool and Kestrel are about to become fountainable. Now, I don't know whether or not this is true, but this was the logic. And this is a post that was made by Spawn of the Beast and said, so both Kestrel and DeathPool are still amazing. And normally I expect for offers for them to be 35, of course, with the $50 50 shards for $35, right? But both on the sale for $5 right now, which is for him, it's $4.59. Must be nice. I'm getting that little lower currency. But yeah, but it doesn't tend to happen that just as they become farmable, that this is pretty much basically when they start to lower the price or they start to sell those characters. Now, I don't know if $5 is an indicator or not. I feel like more so like team offers usually are sort of the indicator, but maybe haven't been paying attention enough. Maybe the $5 ones are actually an indicator, because I think we saw that with Shang-Chi. I think we did also see that with Misty Knight. We saw that with Colleen Wing. So maybe this is an indicator that maybe those characters will become farmable at some point in time soon. Now, Kestrel has been in the premium orbs for quite some time, but we know that DeathPool was just recently added to the premium orbs as well. So if there was a character to come out of the premium orbs, I would say it probably most likely would be Kestrel and not DeathPool, because she was just added, right? That would actually be really quick if they took DeathPool out of those orbs. But we did just have two OP characters that were added to the game in Icarus and also Cersei, right? So there's a possibility that maybe they could throw those characters into those orbs, and then maybe DeathPool and Kestrel could be farmable somewhere else. I don't know. I don't think so. This also could be the thing too. They gave us a couple offers for They gave us an offer for DeathPool. And it's probably just in advance of them also releasing the Strike Pass, because the next Strike Pass is going to be DeathPool. So that also could be it as well. So I don't know, speculation, but just curious to see if this is an indicator. We're going to have to watch this and see whether or not they make some changes where that is concerned. But speaking of Strike Pass, one of the things that is really kind of grinding my gears recently is this has been the Battle Pass. So not the Strike Pass, but really the Battle Pass. So we had a new Battle Pass that launched on Friday, and going through this, it's once again, they're giving out costume bits, right? Giving out these yellow flash costume bits so that you could grab that Weapon X costume, which I don't really care about. I never really liked the Barry costume for Wolverine. I just never been a fan of mine, and I've never been a fan for me of that costume whatsoever. So this is going to be a hard pass for me. You might say, well, Goofy, what about the teal gear that you're getting from here? If you add up the teal gear that you're getting from the Strike Pass and the $20 that you're spending, it's really not much to move the needle, guys. It really isn't much to move the needle at all. I think one of the biggest mistakes that they ever made with the Strike Pass and with adding teal gear is not adding teal uniques. The origin gear that they're adding here, not worth it, man. It's really not worth it to me at all. I am at the point now where I'm skipping Strike Pass and I'm skipping the Battle Pass because I honestly just don't see the value there for me anymore. I'm not getting enough teal gear from this. The G15s that they're offering here, I already have them, or I can at least farm them and feel fine about it. The G14s that they offer, yeah, those are nice, but I can get majority of those as going the free-to-play route. So I don't really see the value in buying either one of these. And DeathPool, I honestly could use the 100 shards for DeathPool to be able to get her to 6 stars. But I'll just take my chances and just open up some premium orbs. I have like 30 of them right now, but with them saving for when Scarlet Spider actually gets added to that orb on Thursday, which, by the way, Scarlet Spider will be added to the Ultimates orbs, the supply store, the premium orbs, and also probably most likely the basic orbs as well. So Scarlet Spider, save if you have some orbs, save those if you're looking for some extra shot for Scarlet Spider. But yeah, I mean, I'd rather just save my orbs and just open them up for and try to land some shards for DeathPool that way. Because for me personally, the value is just not there anymore. They've devalued the Battle Pass. It's not that good. To me, this has really kind of become a skippable pass in my opinion. And maybe you should probably consider skipping it too until they actually make it a little bit more valuable. So that's just one of my thoughts there. Wanted to talk about Scarlet Spider going to the orbs. Wanted to also talk about the dark promo credits, but we already mentioned that already. Kind of just wrap it up here. This is kind of going to be it for the video for the week. We still have no idea what's going on with Tadano Mac. We haven't gotten any updates in regards to what's going on with the rewards for Tadano Max. Sorry guys, things are fading out here because of the massive lighting that's coming in right now. But yeah, we have no idea what's going on right now with the Tadano Mac orbs, like Tadano Mac character shards, like what are the rewards for that? We got Phoenix tonight, so for those who are going to be unlocking Phoenix, congratulations to you guys. That event's going on tonight. There's actually a double job for the characters that you need from campaigns right now that's active. And then we also do have Chaos Theory, which is a way for you to get your gold promo credits, your silver promo credits as well. That's gonna be on, well, the double drops of those characters are going to be most likely on Thursday, and then we actually have the actual event on Friday as well, and probably going to be having the Echo event launching on Friday too. But listen, these are kind of just my thoughts. I went through this really quickly. I'm sorry if I talked too fast, but there was a lot of information to cover here in this video. Didn't want to really draw this video out too long here, but curious to see what's going to happen this week. Hopefully we get some quality of life changes to Marvel Strike Force. Those are much needed, so I'm hoping that those are going to be some changes going to happen. Let's see what happens with the last two characters that are on that silhouette here. Is it Voodoo? Is it Morbius? Are we getting Midnight Suns? I'm curious where that is going as well. Dark promo credits, they got to make some changes there. The battle pass is absolute garbage. It's pretty much totally skippable right now for me. And American Chavez is kind of way too OP. They need to do something with that passive, or maybe not. Maybe you do like it. But listen, thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Take a look at the links that are down and below. Join the Discord. Follow me on Twitch. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, all that stuff. Support me on Patreon. Take advantage of Amazon coins that's down there as well. But until next time, guys, y'all be blessed. And y'all be safe. Woo. Oh my God, I need some water.